Hey guys, George back again with another LP and CD update. This one's for August 1st, 2012. I got a few LPs this weekend, a few CDs, a couple 7 inches. Not too much going on locally as far as buying stuff. I do have a lot of stuff coming, pre-ordered stuff within August, I guess. I figured I'll show you what I got this weekend. It's not a real long one, so this wasn't a lot of stuff at the local shop. But anyway, first up is Sha-Na-Na, Rock and Roll is Here to Stay. Kind of like a 50s revival band. It was done late 60s throughout the 70s. This is a late 60s version of the band playing live at the Fillmore East. Pretty killer. Do a bunch of old 50s rock and roll standards on this. I always liked the Sha-Na-Na pre-TV show, that is, when it got silly. But next up is another dollar LP. This is Sly and the Family Stone. There's a riot going on. I got this for $1. The cover was okay. There's a little stain here, but the vinyl was, pretty mint looking. Excellent plus, I would say. Really good record though. Kind of trying to fill in my Sly and the Family Stone collection. Next up is an upgrade of Guess Who's American Woman LP. This is on the RCA label. Again, another mint vinyl. I would say the cover's like excellent plus. Excellent plus over there. This is kind of a grail for me. Muddy Waters, I'm Ready. This is the white label promo. I believe this is the third album. His comeback album that Johnny Winter produced. Great record though. I love this record. I like the 3 records. King Bee's the other one, and Hard Again is the first one when he came back. And Johnny Winters did a bunch of his stuff, so definitely happy to find this. This was in like a $4 bin, something like that, but really killer. Next up is just another dollar LP, Kansas. It's a Song for America. Never had it. I haven't listened to this yet, but it's kind of like filler. It's in mint condition. Another upgrade is Bob Dylan, Nashville Skyline. I believe this is a reissue. It could be a first. No, it's a reissue, but mint condition. Pretty cool. Next up is Focus, Moving Waves. This has the hit Hocus Pocus on it. Pretty weird band, pretty cool though. They jam pretty good. But pretty killer. Another filler. I think this is the last Eagles album I needed. The Long Run. This probably has one of my favorite Eagles tracks on it, Heartache Tonight. That's a really great tune. I like that song a lot. Mint condition. Really killer. That was $1. This one's Physical Graffiti from Zeppelin. This is an upgrade as well. The one I have is good, but this one's almost mint. First pressing. Really killer. Next up is Dave Clark 5's Greatest Hits. This is another $1 LP. I have a couple other things, but I didn't have the Greatest Hits, so I decided to get it since it was so cheap. This one's kind of hard to find. It's the Run DMC Walk This Way single, 12-inch single. It has the album version on one side and it has the instrumental on the flip side. Of course, featuring Joe Perry and Steven Tyler from Aerosmith. Really cool though. I'm a big old school Run DMC fan. I love their stuff. I like the old Beastie Boys stuff, and I like the old school rap. When I was a kid, I used to listen to that a lot. Along with the metal stuff. Seemed like the rap And metal back then pretty much connected to me anyway, I don't know. Next up is Lizzie Borden's Master of Disguise. This was still sealed. Pretty killer. I love this record. I always thought this was a good record. You don't see this one too often either. At least not in my area. The other one I got was Terrorizing. It's like a mini LP. Pretty killer. Don't Touch Me There, I think they did with Betsy Bitch of Bitch. And I think Joey Bear from Armored Saints on this record on a couple tracks. Next up is Chuck Berry, Johnny Be Good. It's like a Pickwick best of. I had this already, but this one's the original pressing, I think. No, this is a reissue. I have the original pressing, that's what it was. The vinyl on this one's dead mint too. Really killer. I'm a huge Chuck Berry fan. Next up is John Lee Hooker's The Best Of. Original pressing on VJ. Really killer. I love John Lee Hooker. It was cool to find the original pressing for cheap. This was like $4 or something like that. So I snagged it. The outer cover's got a little bit of ring wear, but the vinyl's about an excellent plus, mint minus maybe. Couple weird singles. John Cougar, Mellencamp, ROCK in the USA. The flip side has Under the Boardwalk, his version of Under the Boardwalk, which is unreleased. Yeah, it was an unreleased track, but I thought that was cool. That was $1. And this weird collection, this John Cougar collection from the very early years. He does like Pretty Woman, Jailhouse Rock, bunch of other shit on here. 20th Century Fox from the Doors. Quite a few originals. This is long before like Jack and Diane and all that stuff. Pretty killer though. It's like an import collector series, 2 albums set on Made in England. Pretty cool. I'm not a huge John Cougar fan, but I do like some of his stuff. Next up is the Ramones' It's Alive. This is a Portuguese import. I have the US original and I have the 180 gram reissue. I just thought this was cool because it was the import one. Like I said, I'm a huge Ramones fan, so I'm always looking, like AC/DC, I'm always looking for stuff I don't have. But killer. I love this record too. Great live record from them. It was recorded, I think, New Year's Eve 1977, I think. Going into 78. Yeah, going into 78. New Year, at the Rainbow in London, England. So, pretty killer live album. And forever it wasn't available in the US till, on CD anyway. And then they finally put it out on CD. The last one I got is another upgrade for this is my favorite Doors record, Morrison Hotel. Really killer record. This is dead mint, first pressing. So, well, that's it for the LPs this week. I do have some CD releases. I got some 7 inches too. I forgot. This one is the Vibrators, Give Me Some Lovin', with the flip side Power Cry. Killer. They do a great version of Give Me Some Lovin' on here. Next up is Clash City Rockers with Jail Guitar Doors on the flip. This is another UK pressing. Awesome. The Clash Train in Vain Bank Robber on CBS England. Awesome. The Clash London Calling and Armageddon Time. That's another, again, a UK one. And the last one is Madness One Step Beyond with the flip side Mistakes. I love Madness. I always thought they were cool. If anybody remembers the young ones, they used to show on MTV like late Sunday nights. That's where I got into a lot of bands like Madness and The Damned, and of course Motorhead were on there. If you have never seen The Young Ones, it's a comedy. BBC British comedy, fucking hysterical, man. I definitely, if you haven't seen The Young Ones yet, it's about 4 college kids that share a flat in England, but really funny, man. Definitely check them out. Anyway, on to some CDs. I picked up the brand new Jackal record called Best in Show. Now the thing with this is, at Best Buy, it's exclusive at Best Buy. There's an exclusive edition at Best Buy with 2 bonus tracks and a 2-hour DVD for $9.99. And there's a hidden track that they do. It's tricky to Run DMC track they do with DMC from Run DMC. Great record though. Jackal never what do you call, disappoints me. I like the last few Jackal records, but definitely check it out. Best in Show, and get it at Best Buy if you're gonna check it out. I also picked up the brand new Testament record, Dark Roots of Earth. Again, you can get the standard jewel case, or you can get the double digipack. This has 4 bonus tracks, 3 of which are covers. They do an Iron Maiden cover, a Scorpions cover, and a Queen cover. And there's also a DVD. The second disc is the making of the album, a documentary, some live shit. Really killer. And the album's fantastic. I like the last album a lot. My favorite Testament record was Practice What You Preach, I think. But I would put this at number 2 after Practice What You Preach. This is an amazing record. It's so fucking cool to hear Testament again, man. I was big on Testament when I was younger. I also picked up, they have a $4 bin at Best Buy, or $5 bin, $4.99. So I picked up the Skinner that I didn't have on disc, and it was a reissue of Second Helping with like 3 bonus tracks. I have a bunch of other Skinner stuff. This was the only one I needed that was reissued, but there's like a demo track, an unreleased studio cut, and a single version of one of the tracks, but that was $5, really killer. Used, I picked up Johnny Cash, American 4, The Man Comes Around, with the bonus, I think, DVD in it. I like this record a lot. I also found a copy, little did I know when I ordered it, it was a CDR of a Teenage Head, Trouble in the Jungle. Really killer record. I love Teenage Head. I had never seen this on CD. It was only like $8. I should have known better, but I ordered it. When I got it, it was like a silver press CDR, which is fine, I guess, but they should just let people know that. But definitely check out Teenage Head. Really cool, like kind of punk, post-punk stuff. I also found another copy of Alley Cat Scratch's Dead Boys in Trash City. Real glammy, like Motley Crue. This is the reissue that was put out in 2006 on Regeneration Records. This has 2 bonus tracks and a live DVD. This is long out of print. I know a label, Demon Doll Records in California, just reissued this a couple years ago, but it doesn't have the DVD and it doesn't have both bonus tracks. So if you can find this one, really killer unsigned glam band, I guess you could say, in the Motley Crue vein, but I always liked this band, man. They were really fucking cool. Next up is a CDR set I found of Motley Crue bootleg called the Unleashed. This is 3 discs of all the demo stuff and live shit, remixes from the reissues, I guess. There's stuff that's on here that wasn't on the reissues, I think, but taken from various singles over the years. And it looks like this was put out in 2001, I guess. It says made in Japan 2001, but it's a bootleg, so you never know where the fuck they're made. But really killer, man. I think it has everything up to the new Tattoo record. I don't think there's many unreleased tracks after that album anyway, but pretty cool set. And the last CD I picked up was another. I knew it was a bootleg when I bought it, but it looked so good as far as quality goes. And it said it was a silver, which again it was a silver press CDR, which I've noticed really looking into it. But it's the Motley Crue Too Fast for Love, the leather version. And this has 7 bonus tracks, you know, on it. It's got the initial 10 tracks that were the leather records mix. It's never sounded better, I honestly believe. Even all the bootlegs that's come out over the years, you don't hear any like vinyl pops at all, because most of the bootlegs were taken from the vinyl. None of that on this. I don't know, whoever had this had a master of it or something, I guess. But it also has like Toast of the Town, Nobody Knows What It's Like to Be Lonely, and Tonight. Now Toast of the Town and Tonight were on the reissue of the Motley Crue Too Fast for Love, what, I guess in 2006, something like that. But then it has the original 4-track demo of Take Me to the Top, Public Enemy #1, Stick to Your Guns, and Toast of the Town. Now if you like this record and you've heard the demos over the years, you've always heard like shitty quality demos. These are almost perfect. They're a little high end compared to the rest of the album, but very, I mean, it's minimal. I would say they sound about a 9.5 out of 10. And I'm, you know, that's just picking it apart. But if you could find this, the 17-track disc, and you love this record, do yourself a favor, find this fucking record, man, with the 7 bonus tracks. And it's the packaging is like exactly like the album, except for the insert. It actually has the back of the 7-inch as the insert. Nothing on the inside. There's the silver disc, which I knew. Like I said, I figured it was a bootleg. I mean, I knew it was a bootleg. I figured it was a CDR, but it was sealed and it said silver disc. Well, it's fine. I only paid like $8 or $9 for it, but definitely check it out. Anyway, that's it for this week's update. I'll be back in a couple weeks, or probably next week. I have a lot of stuff coming, a lot of pre-ordered stuff for the month of August, like the Darkness, Turbo Negro, the Bones vinyl's finally out. I just ordered that. A few other independent CDs that are coming out that I can't wait to hear. One of which I'll show it next time. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for subscribing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all real soon. Peace.